This video is sponsored by Wildlife Command Center Coffee. More about them at the end of the video. Hey everybody, it's me, John Ward, and I am back with another Dark Park Film Reviews. And this is going to be the second Wild Eye releasing video. The first one dealt with DVDs, might have been a couple Blu-rays in there that I bought from their sale. And as I was going through all my DVDs, Blu-rays, and all that stuff, I noticed that I have like a ton of Wild Eye releasing DVDs, not so much Blu-ray, but a lot of DVDs. And so I thought I would kind of break them into groups. Like I mentioned on the previous video, probably doing between 8 to 10 is a good place to kind of take this. So I have today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. And 7 of those are DVD. One of them is Blu-ray. And so I thought we'd start off with these. The way that I've broken these up, and this is how it's going to work over the next few videos when it comes to Wild Eye releasing, is this first stack are from people that I don't know. They're just films that I picked up because I thought they looked good, or maybe I'd seen them in the past and I liked them. The stacks in the future, which I could get 2 to 3 stacks out of, are filmmakers that I personally know, or just filmmakers that I know, like not personally, but just know them. Or they could just be filmmakers just like on Facebook that I don't know personally. I really haven't had interactions with, but I've collected their movies. And so this stack, like I said, will be from people who I just don't know at all. So I thought that'd be a good way to start. And they're also in a couple different, so there's Wild Eye releasing, and then I also have Wild Eye releasing raw. And I thought that could be a good way of kind of dividing this up. So so that we're going to start with those. Let me grab some water. This coffee mug here. This is my second Clown Motel coffee mug. This was from the first time that I went up to Tonopah, where the Clown Motel is, and we were shooting the yet to be released Clown Motel Massacre. And I bought this mug there as I wanted some sort of souvenir. So my second trip, I went up and got the other one I think it's white and has a lot more color on it, but this is the first one I got. So I thought I would share that. All right, so let's take a look. The first one is going to be a Blu-ray, and I love this movie. I love it. I thought it was going to be cheesy as hell. I wasn't going to like it. It took me maybe about 10, 15 minutes to kind of get into it. And but once it hit, it hit. And I will probably do a whole video just on this film by itself because I enjoyed it so much. And this may surprise you. But it is called The Jurassic Dead. And I did find this at Dollar Tree for $1. And I thought, I'll pick it up. It's called Jurassic Dead. Could be fun. It's Wild Eye. You can see that up here. And you don't find a lot of Wild Eye releasing at Dollar Tree, but every once in a while you do. So I suggest picking it up. It does have its slipcover, which is nice. That's another reason why I picked it up. And probably should have grabbed 2 just to have them. But yeah, I love this film. It is so much fun. The beginning of it, like I said, if you can get through, I think it's maybe 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 at most, where it just does kind of look like just kind of like a cheap B movie once they actually hit the facility that they need to get to, I loved it. I loved it from that moment on. This is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. It says evil always finds a way instead of life always finds a way. They changed it to evil always finds a way. Here's its side. And take a look at the back. Get that spot out of there. And this is, yeah, I don't know any of these people. Let me see. Let me take the slipcover off. Is it any? No, it's the same thing, which is fine. It says, I actually don't remember that in the movie, but I haven't seen it for a while. The only thing worse than a zombie is a zombie-saurus. Zombie-saurus. Bonus features, director's commentary, behind-the-scenes featurette, outtakes, and trailers. Now, the commentary is really good. The behind-the-scenes featurette is really good. I wish it was longer. This film has a lot of miniatures built, which I really liked. And then the outtakes are fun, and then it's just trailers for other Wildeye releasing films. This is directed by Malco Davis and Thomas Martwick. It's unrated, 2018, 82 minutes, good time, widescreen, not rated. So let's find out what this is about. Even though I've seen it, I will let you know what it's about. Let's see. A unit of mercenaries must team up with a group of tech geek students after America is struck with an EMP attack. Deep in the desert, they find the source of the terror, a mad scientist who has just created a living dead T-Rex dinosaur, one who turns everyone it attacks into a zombie. Now they must scramble to stay alive and save the planet from the ultimate undead predator. And so that's a zombie, if I remember right. Hard to see it, but the T-Rex is there, I believe. There's the evil guy. And there's a couple of our soldiers. Really don't remember this. Maybe it's not from this movie, but maybe it is. Like I said, I haven't seen it in a while. Inside, it's just the cover. But one is DVD, clearly marked, and one is Blu-ray, clearly marked. So if you could find this one, I highly recommend it. It's very fun. All right. The next one is a film I turned off. I bought it and I turned it off. I don't even think I made it halfway through. Maybe one day I'll sit through the whole thing, but I did not sit through this. It's called The Horror of H.P. Lovecraft. And it's got a great cover. It's fine. And this one is listed as Wildeye releasing raw. And it's even got the raw on the side. I bought this because I'm making my own cosmic horror anthology. Which is called Reign of Vibrant Screams. And it's getting there. It's getting near completion. And I wanted to watch this because this is an H.P. Lovecraft anthology. I love the cover. I think the cover is awesome. And I guess maybe I should have read some of the reviews. Yeah, nothing on the front. A memorable, weird, and seriously anthology inspired by Lovecraft. And that's from efilmcritic.com. Another one, and maybe, I don't know, once I got the movie, should have tipped me off. Surprisingly funny and inappropriately erotic. That is from Cinema Crazed. And it's 9 Twisted Tales from the Mind of the Master. Bonus features, director's commentary. There's a short film, behind the scenes, and trailers. Let's see. It's 2006 and 2015 are the release dates. 87 minutes, color and black and white, not rated. So it looks like maybe it was made in 2006, but released in 2015. I'm not going to name all the directors. There's nine Twisted Tales from the Mind of the Master. So there must be 9 directors, but I'm not going to go through them all. I don't recognize any of them. So let's see. Its description is a dark and fascinating anthology featuring short films inspired by the worlds of H.P. Lovecraft. An investigative journalist tries to unravel the mysteries of the I know what this word is. I'm just having problems pronouncing it. In a dramatic, I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but it's enagmentic. You guys get it. I think you have an idea of how I'm trying to say it. I'm just not pronouncing it correctly. Horror author, but as he digs deeper into the rich world of Lovecraftian legend, several strange and macabre stories unfold before his eyes as he is dragged further into Lovecraft's world of monsters, magic, and murder. And we got some like tentacles here, 3 black and white pictures down there. I have no idea what stories they're from. There's the Wildeye releasing Raw. So I'm guessing is there more kind of blood and guts label. But just the front. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I think maybe it was with the journalist. I think it was just too comic-y in between stories. I just didn't. Some of this stuff I take seriously, like Lovecraft, I take very seriously. And there's a fine line between, reanimator humor and this. And I just didn't dig it. Like maybe I'll try it another day. But maybe if somebody watched this and liked it, you could just leave a comment down below and let me know if it's worth continuing. Alrighty. The next one, I believe, is one of the very first Wild Eye films I picked up. I love the cover. I saw it in LA, and I just figured I had to have it. I just really wanted this. And it's called Acid Bath. And I thought that cover just looked great. And I'm like, oh, what is this? I'm judging a movie by its cover because I've never seen it before. Do I like this? And this is also Raw. Holding it right. There we go. So it's Wild Eye releasing Raw. And it says, only the insane will survive. And I just love that cover. So I had to pick it up. Here's the back. And it says, kill, dissolve, repeat. There's no reviewer on this, but it says Street Trash meets Death Wish. Okay. And it's 2006, 76 minutes, color not rated. Looks like it's released 2015 from Wild Eye. And this is probably why it's raw. So you got her like doing something in a bunch of blood and guts and everything. And then there is somebody's blood and guts. And she's probably about to be made into blood and guts. Maybe that's the same person. Maybe not. I haven't seen it, so who knows? Still haven't seen it, and I've owned it for years. So let's see. It's about the underworld explodes in this gritty and twisted action horror. A crazed maniac is on the loose, and he's got the hookers and drug dealers on the run with nightly killings. I can get behind that. The local criminals team up with a ruthless drug syndicate and a rogue bounty hunter in hopes to stop the blood from running on the streets, with gore-soaked results. You've never had a bath until you've had an acid bath. See, it's capital, so you have to say it like that. So, just like all my other movies, it's one I haven't seen yet. Just sits on the pile or on the shelf until I can see it. But that's a great cover. I think they reissued it with a different cover, and it's not nearly as good. I mean, this just screams acid bath. I mean, it just screams like, you know, buy me, I'm acid bath. All right, next one is Grimewave. And Grimewave is part of that. I think it's Goreface is his name. And this might be the second one. But this is Grimewave. And there's 3 of these. In my review for the DVDs that I purchased from the sale, I think is the second or third one. This is either the second or third one too, but I think the way they're describing it on the back, this is the third one. And I bought the second one, and I still need to get, I think it's called Goreface Killer is the first one, and I still need that one. Good cover. And yeah, I like him. Looks like, I think it's Devon is the artist. I have some like 11 by 17 posters by him. I think he's a good artist. Here's the side. Back. And once again, it's the Wild Eye releasing raw. So it's a little more bloodier, or a lot more bloodier. Crime doesn't pay. No sex is safe sex. Bonus features Kickstarter videos and trailers. Directed by Jason Matherin. I think I got that right. Jason Matherin. Let's see, 2013, 73 minutes, color unrated. Looks like Wild Eye released it in 2016. Let's see, this says, when the legendary unstoppable serial killer CFK stumbles upon a drug deal, he accidentally enters the dark and violent world of New Orleans crime. 2 rival gangs stop their ongoing war in order to recruit assassins, dirty cops, and mystical ninjas in an attempt to destroy CFK. Before he kills everyone in sight. An insane, nasty, gnarly, and disgusting combination of Friday the 13th and Salo, 100 Days of Sodom. So that looks like one of those mystical ninjas. And I don't know who the rest of the people are. I'm assuming that's the crime lord because he's got like a woman on his side there. Don't know her. Maybe some of the crime lord's guys. But I want to get all three of these and then have a marathon. The inside there. Yeah, I think these could be fun. The next one is called Morbid. And I really liked the cover for this, so I picked it up. I judge a lot of things by their cover. Sometimes they're no good, but I haven't seen this, so I don't know. Young, tender, sliced thin. Morbid, but it's got a great cover. Here's its side. And this back. So I'm assuming that's the mass killer, because they say mass killer. So he can almost, team up with that guy. That'd make a good duo. Also, Wild Eye Raw. Get a little more gore for your buck. Says, a throwback to the slasher films of yesteryear. This is from Chuck Norris Ate My Baby. Doesn't sound like Chuck, but who knows these days. Another review says, sure to go down in slasher film history as the weirdest final scene since Sleepaway Camp. Rue Morgue. So Sleepaway Camp, chick with a dick. Is this maybe like a guy with a vagina? Bonus tracks, 3 commentary tracks, radio interview, deleted scenes, behind the scenes video, and trailers. This is directed by Chuck Corney. 2013, 75 minutes, color not rated. Looks like it was released by Wild Eye in 2015. All right, what's this thing about? In this low-budget 80s slasher homage, a small Tennessee town becomes the playground to a sadistic masked killer. But with the town's sheriff and locals more worried about the big high school football game than getting to the bottom of the murders, sounds like every small town, a detective from out of town must rush to save the lives of a group of teens throwing a party in the middle of all the mayhem. And I'm guessing this is the mayhem. So there's our killer, and that's the mayhem. A little different. They moved mayhem onto here. So that's nice. Right across the people's faces or heads. Heads and bodies. So that could be fun. The next one is called Mold. And I believe they made this into another movie. And this one is really old because that's the Wild Eye Releasing logo. That was their original logo. So this is an old school Blu-ray. The only person who I notice on here is Edward X. Young. I don't want to even really talk about him. Mold, you breathe, you die. Just stating the facts. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. You got the back. And this has got a bunch of stuff on it here. Let's see. The Stuff meets Street Trash. Second reference to Street Trash. Mold excels with honors. That's from Ain't It Cool News. I don't think they mean as much these days as they did back then. When was this? 2013. 2012, released 2013. Mold is sportacular. Sportacular. I like that. That is from filmbizarro.com. This slimy 80s throwback is the disease you want to catch. bloodydisgusting.com. Outrageous, zany, and gory. horrornews.net. They repeat the "you breathe, you die" on the back here. Probably could have come up with something different. Let's see. The film has director's commentary, behind the scenes of Mold, and trailers. And it's directed by, and I'm going to definitely say is, let's see, Neil Meschino. Neil Meschino. I'm friends with him on Facebook, so maybe this should actually be in the other stack, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him. Maybe once, so maybe this should have gone in the other stack, but yeah, I'm not like personal friends or anything with him. I know there's a film called something like The Fungus from Planet X or something like that, that I think is a remake of this, or maybe this is the remake of that. So it's widescreen, color, 86 minutes. The only person on here I know, unfortunately, is Edward X. Young, Trump supporter. It's 1984, and the war on drugs just got weird. A classified government experiment is underway to create a new weapon to combat the drug cartels. What is stuff with drugs? That weapon is a fast-growing, genetically engineered strain of mold designed to wipe out cocoa fields or coca fields. The only problem is this mold also feeds on human flesh. And when the mysterious mildew is mysteriously released in a secret lab, somebody released it. It wages its own war on a group of unsuspecting scientists and military officials who are forced to fight their way to safety while trying to contain the mold before it is unleashed on the world. Mold is a glorious, gooey, and hilarious tribute to 1980s style horror and science fiction classics like Night of the Creeps and Street Trash. Night of the Creeps is a great movie. So Street Trash, but they mentioned it twice. So I don't know which one is the remake and which one is the sequel or the original, but I want to own the other one too. Just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, I mean, they could have. In this case, I would say they probably should have just put the poster on here because they have all this wasted space here. I mean, it's nice that they did something a little different from the front, but still got a ton of wasted space. But all right, one day I'll watch it. The next one is Bonejangles. I'm going to guess that this is not the film version of Sammy Davis Jr.'s Mr. Bonejangles. And it says, when bones rattle, blood will flow. Does not look like a nice person. There's the side. There we go. Here's our back. Oh, I'm guessing that must be Bojangles right there. Looks like he could use a, like he needs to brush his teeth. It's got a lot of stains and food in there. So now we're just to regular Wild Eye. So we're up to date to the Wild Eye. The review on this is one hell of a crazy ride, ... This is throwback horror done right. And that is from Wicked Channel. Fight the curse, ... with something worse. Fight the curse. They rhymed it. They did a rhyme. This is 2006, 78 minutes, color, unrated. Looks like 2016, but 2017 release from Wild Eye. Oh, why didn't they? They have all this room. I mean, it's not a bad looking cover. I mean, a lot of these aren't bad looking. I mean, even Mold, I like. Kind of like that it has like a World War II look to it. So far, I mean, all of these have good covers. But here, at least they list the actors, even though, you know, they may not be that known. But this has Reggie Bannister. Why would you not list him? Alicia Dowling. Why wouldn't you list her? I think that's it. Directed by Brett D. Jaeger. Name sounds familiar. I think I've done a video with one of his films in it a while back. Okay, so let's find out what this thing is about. While transporting the legendary serial killer, Bonejangles, to an asylum, a group of police officers break down in a town cursed with demons and zombies. The only way they can survive the night and save the town is to release Bonejangles to help them fight off this ancient supernatural threat. So is this, I guess, just like a dude in like a mask? Well, there's Reggie. And that looks like Bonejangles. Guy firing a gun. Sexy girl on the ground. Here we go. Okay. So now I said that there was 8 films. Technically, that's correct, but there's really 12 when we look at it. But it's a collection. So this was one that I was looking for a while, and it's called, what is this actually called? The Werewolf Attack Pack. And that's it here. And it says new movie plus 3 bonus werewolf features. So I've not heard of any of these, but I have to assume that the first one on here, Werewolf Island, this legend has bite, is the new movie. And then the Snarling, Cold Ground, Wolf House are the older movies. He kind of looks like Pumpkinhead. Kid's wearing a red coat. Maybe that's kind of like a Little Red Riding Hood thing. And I kind of like that with the snout coming out of the mouth there. That looks kind of cool. That's its side. And then there's its back. So let's see. Sink your teeth into hours of werewolf terror. So Werewolf Island is 2020. Oh, okay, that's brand new. 86 minutes, unrated. The Snarling is 2018, 83 minutes, unrated. Cold Ground 2018, 86 minutes unrated. And Wolf House is 2017, 70 minutes unrated. Oh, Wild Eye TV. They have a Roku. Visit our Roku channel at Wild Eye TV. I have a Roku. I'll have to check that out. Looks like this whole set came out in 2020. So let's see, Werewolf Island. Based on paranormal events that have plagued Monroe, Michigan for decades, Werewolf Island, aka Dog Lady Island, has been the scene of many unexplained attacks and murders over the decades. After a close family member is attacked, a detective finds himself obsessed with the island and its secrets, unraveling a legacy of mystery and murder dating back to colonial times. So that's Werewolf Island. I'm just going to finish this. Give me 1 second. Let me just pour some water in here. Okay. 1 down, 3 to go. This is the Snarling. The cast and crew of a horror film find themselves accused of a rash of savage murders when the cursed movie they are making is connected by police to several gruesome slayings. Ooh, I can watch that. I like that, cast and crew of a horror film. Let's see, gruesome slayings, seemingly committed by some sort of werewolf. I only thought there was one type of werewolf, but this is some sort of werewolf. I guess if the werewolf could fly, it would be some sort of werewolf. While the locals interfere in the production for their own gain and the detectives try to pin the deaths on the filmmakers, the body count grows. Okay, so far that's the one that I really want to watch out of this. Cold Ground. 2 journalists visit French-Swiss border, or 2 journalists visit the French-Swiss border to investigate a series of cattle mutations for a TV show. Once they arrive, the scientific team they were to meet has gone missing. Escorted by a British biologist and an American forensic investigator, they will go looking for the missing team deep in the mountains, but will find something ungodly that has stalked the Alps for centuries. Okay. Let's see, Wolf House. 6 friends on a camping trip think they have discovered and killed a Sasquatch. I like that. But what they have actually unleashed is something more evil, more ancient, and more deadly than they could ever imagine. I'm assuming a werewolf. An army of supernatural terrors that will hunt them until one of them remain. Oh, until none of them remain. So, army of supernatural terrors. Wolf House. So is it more than just a wolf? Or maybe there is not a wolf and it's more supernatural stuff? An army of supernatural terrors. So it means that there's many wolves, or one wolf plus other things, a mummy, other things, Dracula, something like that, where, vampires. Huh. Okay. The Snarling is still the one that interests me. So let's, oh, yay. I fucking hate when people do this. So every movie is on 1 disc. So that's 4 movies on 1 DVD, which means the quality is going to suffer. They do not list any of the tech info on this stuff, like, is it widescreen? Is it not? Is it 1080p? Is it not? Is it widescreen? Is it not? So yeah, this is going to, I'm glad I own it, but I'm not going to expect much out of quality. You know, they could have at least done 2 DVDs. It even has the friggin' thing in here where you could put an extra little door. Just do these 2 on one DVD and these 2 on the other DVD. And you just hook them right in and just swing it shut. Fit fine. Fucking lame. Well, what you gonna do? All right. I forgot how much I paid for this. Probably like $7 or something, $7.99 at Zia. All right, so that's all of them. So let's kind of go back and look at stuff here. You know, of course, what I just reviewed, this Werewolf Attack Pack. Bonejangles. Mold. Morbid. Grimewave. Don't know if I said crime wave or Grimewave before, but it's Grimewave. Acid Bath. Great cover. The very disappointing Horror of H.P. Lovecraft. And the amazing The Jurassic Dead Blu-ray. Gotta love getting movies like this on Blu-ray. I mean, it just brings it up that extra notch. It really does. Because a lot of films don't deserve Blu-ray or 4K or whatever, but damn it, this does. Ooh, this deserves 4K. Yeah, pick this up if you can find it, especially if it has a slip jacket. So, yeah. So that's it. That's what we got for this round. And next round, I'll have 8 or 10 more. They're just sitting right over there, and trying to space these things out a little bit. But I just don't have a lot of time to make videos. Especially if I want to start doing my own stuff again. You know, making my own films. So yeah, we got 3 more. 1 filmmaker, 1 film scheduled. That may go to 30, 31 episodes, and then I'm going to take a break and focus on my own stuff. So, and then we'll come back for a whole new season 4, and we'll do 10 more. So I guess that's about it. So thank you very much. I appreciate everybody watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out after the video. And thank you for watching the very first Dark Park Films sponsored video. And who is that sponsor? Well, I've now learned if I do this with my hands, they go to the right area. There we go. That would be Wildlife Command Center Coffee. And you can purchase it right there. You can go to their website, which is BUYWCC.com, and pick up their coffee. They have 2 blends, which I'm going to show you now. The first coffee is this one right here. This is a breakfast blend. It's 10 ounces, and it is a medium ground. And it does say, and it's breakfast, like I said, and this is what it says right here. It says, early bird can catch the worm. So there you go. A breakfast blend coffee that helps you catch the worm in the morning. And I really like this one. I'm more of a breakfast kind of blend coffee guy in the morning. So this one I really like. It has that little bit of oomph to it to kind of get you moving, you know, get you up and out. And so I really enjoy this one. But that doesn't mean that I don't like the other one, which is this one right here. This is a dark roast. It is also 10 ounces. And both of these are $7.99 at their website. pretty good price for 10 ounces worth of ground coffee. This one is, it's a little darker. So it's, I think it's better for drinking at night. Maybe if you're, writing a screenplay or if you're filming, this has got that oomph, that double punch to get you going. So this is one that I also recommend. I like both of these quite a bit, but I kind of do, the breakfast in the morning and then the dark more at night. So I recommend both of these quite a bit. And how did I find out about these two, these two coffees here? And how did I find out about Wildlife Command Center? Well, when I was working on Night of the Zomghouls, there was a box of coffee that was just sitting there, filled with coffee. And we didn't know what to do with it. Like, whose is this? Who brought it? Why is it here? And so we just kept going to the store and buying coffee. And then one day I said, why don't we just get the coffee out of the box and use that instead of, wasting money on going to Smith's or whatever and picking up coffee. So we did. We did not realize that it was the Wildlife Command Center coffee and that it, was sponsoring the movie. And it was great coffee. Everybody loved it. And we just went right through it. By the last day of filming, this coffee was gone. And I went and found out, about Wildlife Command Center, asked if they would like to be a sponsor for Dark Park Films, for their coffee. As many of you know, I love coffee. I love coffee mugs. And so this was a perfect match. And Wildlife Command Center is great with animals. So they provide a great service for rescuing animals. So it's kind of that double whammy for me, where coffee, helping animals, you can't go wrong. And they were even cool enough to send me, get in there, a coffee mug, because they knew that I liked coffee mugs. And right now, gotta get that that a little bit. I'm gonna go on the keyboard, but that's their dark blend, because I'm recording this at night. So I am actually drinking that while recording. Also, one thing that you can get at their website, which is cool, is you can get this. There you go. This pocket knife, which is $9.49. And this is pretty cool because it has their name on it. Wildlife Command Center, we can catch it. And this is what it looks like. Put that down there. There we go. Fully out. So you're getting like the bottle opener, you got the corkscrew, you got a screwdriver, you got a blade, and then you got this little hook thing that you could pop it into something that doesn't have a tab, and then the liquid or whatever in there will come out. So this is pretty cool. And I'm just going to keep mine in my car, because you never know, you might need a pocket knife. So please support them. I'm going to have links down below, where you can, check out just the Wildlife Command Center. I'll also have a link for Wildlife Command Center coffee, and it will basically be for both these guys right here. And please support them. I support them. I think what they do is pretty awesome. And maybe this coffee will be on your set or in your kitchen. It will definitely be, on my set in my kitchen. I know that. So please, once again, I'm going to show you these. Please go to their website and pick up their coffee and make it part of your day or night, depending on which one you like. So that'll be about it. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, so thank you. And once again, please support my channel. Please support the Wildlife Command Center, and I will catch you later. Bye.